Alright, there we go. I don't know why it does that with this freaking, with this dang, what I'm trying to say. It's fiber.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Houston Texans. The first
I forgot he's a good kicker.
down. What will the final two bring us as we're off?
There we go. That's much better.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Oh, great.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Keep this slant off.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now this throw
You have
on the
nothing?
left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I don't know what these things are no more.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But
That
also
more
sends a
sound.
message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around it. This could really help them on their drive.
2 yards the
Good
long,
job,
second
Millennium.
12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we go on second and 12.
There he is.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback
We got
6 times.
some bursts coming out here out this
and
end.
plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Got some verts coming out of there.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Tap.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Still feel like it's going to be a run.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven
Give me that.
start.
Oh,
Position to be in at the halfway point of the season.
people love that post with a drag, man. That thing kind of. I gotta figure that out.
Since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case,
Playing with fire.
it's going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does.
What was my flat? I had a 0-yard flat.
6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Okay.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run on 1st down. Sherwood. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Be forgetting I got this.
Loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sherwood, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score on pick 6 for the Texans TV. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Okay.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking.
Come on, linebacker. Get over there, man.
Right off the
Just
bat,
gave that
first
up.
down to start the drive, 12 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will score on 6 for the Texans TV. Charles, it's pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its
I'm everywhere, man.
pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Oh, man.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
I like to get sticky. That's sticky right there.
30, taken down about a yard shy.
That's sticky. I respect that.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I respect the stickiness.
Need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks.
Nah,
chasing
they wouldn't.
So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston.
He should have picked.
Texans in possession.
He should have picked that.
As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
He should have picked that.
Stroud to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next to score, Texans 28, Saints 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
You don't be over there, big dog.
Six to the Eagle. Six to the Eagle.
Play action. Stroud now. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins is not going to
that's not what I wanted.
He'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a safe touchdown. Late groupie now for the extra point.
Oh, man.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Texans 28, Saints 7.
Oh, man, I needed this game. That's funny. I needed that. That's funny. All right, let's go. That's funny.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Gosh. All right, let me stop.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Stroud sets up the play action. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here at the 32-yard line.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's returnable now for Smith. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this will be incomplete.
I know all players are taught from drive to drive, from series to series. Let that go, right? Only focus on the now. But when that ball was tipped in the air, there's no way they weren't thinking about the interception that was thrown on the previous drive. Could this turn into a second one? And if it did, that could really...
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early.
I love Jesse
Bates. That team on
Bates.
defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. From 17 yards.
Got too creative on that one. Too creative.
Score here, the final minute of the first
Got
half.
too creative.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
It is possible. It is possible.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Oh, man, that's funny.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next
Jesse.
drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I hit the wrong button. That's why I gasped. I hit the wrong button. That's what I get for playing around. I hit the wrong button.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Completes it to the tight end Kittle.
I set that play up the whole time, but I missed it. Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Again, it's Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And his kick is good. And he will do it for this first half.
Missed that.
Intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he stopped immediately there. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, and here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here goes Stroud again. Wide open receiver complete. And the mark is near the 5, and he's stopped at the 6. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Warriors, 17. 18, Pioneer. Go.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop. I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game. And while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
On 2nd down now. Sherwood. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Rig! Trap 60! Trap 60! Ready?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here's Smith to return it. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they try the right side here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Got a blitz coming. Hello, blitz. Let me see if this good.
Stroud looking to throw.
Nope.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
That's the thing about playing us. We get out of here real quick.
Unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
Ah, damn, he can't kick.
Put enough leg into it that it's well off to the right and no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
Oh, boy, they glowing.
Right. This one was well in hand.
That ain't good.
That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Well, I think the ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And the possession is theirs at their own.
They glowing. That ain't good. That ain't good.
You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter.
They glowing. That ain't good.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably
They
writing a
glowing.
note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter.
They glowing, man. That ain't good. The whole team glowing. That ain't good.
Going to help them improve.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
There you go. Go, Reed. Go.
Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Stroud to throw it. And got his man. Is caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No more kicks.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd down and 6 now. Now back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there.
He took a flat route to the crib.
73 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Groupie able to add
some mean use.
And the lead now down to 20.
Saints 21.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
He's a good user. That boy Nick Royal. That man Nick Royal.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. A terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
Run type.
When you look at the defense,
really
they
don't
got
be
to do a
doing
much
that.
better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Play action. Stroud now. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Texans. Irv Smith Jr. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point.
It's actually true. That's true.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Take Nick Royal out the equation. That's true.
Out is
true.
the Texans kick team as they'll send
He's everywhere.
away.
He is everywhere.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing
hilarious.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone and the frustration of body language.
Man,
is
thought he saw it
everywhere.
deception.
This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Don't worry.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense.
No, it's 4.
His signal caller, Charles, it's thrown all these.
That was 3 touchdowns. Yeah, he got 3 touchdowns. He got 3 touchdowns.
Taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on
That's
it.
3 of
Snap one.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And Nick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolf. Dragon 60. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, Kittle! I didn't even think that was going to happen. I saw
Charles, and it certainly was on display
As we've seen this league continue
Oh,
to
that's ugly.
develop, I think the tight end position...
Oh, wow, he did.
Because now it's elite athletes playing
Wow.
that position, not just the big guys who
Wow.
can block.
I ain't...
How about his ability to get downfield and make
Wow.
plays against any defense?
Wow. Wow.
Extra point splits the uprights.
I tell you, the only reason I threw that, the only reason I threw, one, I rarely get to play with this team. Only reason I threw that is because Kittle got red zone and deep out elite. So I was like, he either gonna catch it or it's gonna be incomplete. I didn't think I didn't think he was gonna catch it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't think he was
Here
gonna catch
comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy
I
of
think
20, so the decision to bring
That's
it out
probably
of
the
the
best
end
free
zone,
agency
not a good
pickup
one.
I've ever picked up. That's so funny. That is funny. I did not think he was going to do that. That's crazy. Shout out to Big Kittle.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to
That's
get
hilarious.
their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They don't let you. They don't let you intercept the screens though.
And incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all
Dang,
the
big kiddo. I didn't know you was like that, big dog.
Haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a...
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
I was trying to figure out why my corner blitzes ain't been getting in.
And that'll bring up third. Here is third and quite a ways.
See that?
Back to throw. And now here's another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
He journaled. He was supposed to have a clean journal.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
19 Lions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Pick 6 for the Texans TV. That impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive. Here's another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
Oh, I can understand the Royal stuff. That's all user. I could get that. But this rest of this stuff is hilarious. I ain't never been on this side of Madden before. It is quite fun. That's fun. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm typically on your side of this type of Madden. I've never been on this side where everything is just funny. I've never been on this side.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to
That's
get
so
away.
funny.
They'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
That's funny.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think.
And now here's another interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, partner, I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like
if you throw it like that, do the high point. Do a high point. High point live would throw it over. Yeah, you do a high point live, it should throw it over. Oh shit.
Stroud. And the Saints pressure gets it. The defense rising to the challenge.
Oh gosh, man, I can't.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're
I want if this play will work. I ain't run this play all day.
In this situation, you cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Where's that? I think this.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
GG's, man.
Never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Well, fans usually
that was fun.
see scoring, and there's no shortage.
That was funny.
What a dominant showing from an
I ain't never seen them boys act up like that.
At an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Texans, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
That right there is just... He's also very fast. That man Kittle is a disaster. Wings. Again, it's hilarious. I thought my commentary was funny. I think it's hilarious.